this week's episode of Hurrying with Haley. For starters, my iPad is dead, so I'm using my phone, so hopefully this is okay. If not, then I guess wait till next week because my iPad will be charged by then too. Well, I kind of wanted to touch a little bit upon the Nike situation. As everyone knows, Nike kind of showed the world their support for Kaepernick and his protesting by using him as like the face of their latest campaign. And I think it has showed a lot, it's created a lot of conversation on Facebook, online, about people's views of the protests. We have people that are even more for Kaepernick, and we have people that are literally burning their shoes because of this. And I guess a lot of the conversation is surrounded around Nike is why they're doing this and what it's either a great idea or it's a horrible idea. So I'm going to kind of give my opinion on why Nike did this and how they came to this decision. Well, first, let's look at the business side, the marketing standpoint. Nike is a global company, global organization. They, with that being said, they're a business. So at the end of the day, your decisions as a company are going to be ones that further your investments, further your revenue. You're not going to want to do anything that would potentially damage that. Again, with that being said, this Kaepernick situation, we have the protesting going on. Nike's decision to support him is definitely a thought out one, because if you think about it this way, many marketing people, agencies, advertisements target African Americans. It's one of those things that's known that African Americans in the United States are a huge target if you're wanting products to be bought and to be seen for other people to want to buy them. So with that being said, Nike supporting Kaepernick is a great way to kind of spark a revenue, I guess, spark a profit in a sense through advertisement, yet is also making a very important taking important stance for those people that Nike views as an important consumer base. So by Nike kind of using that knowledge of who their primary customers are, they're not only generating more revenue, but they're creating a way of their consumers knowing that it kind of is, even though they're a business and they're a faceless company, they still they see what's going on and they understand and they support that. So I think that's important to note, because people that are out here saying that this is a horrible decision by Nike, how could they do this, they're going to reap what they sow. No, because as great of a company and marketing agency Nike has used, or they have, they're known for their slogan, their phrase, just do it, that everything they do is planned. I promise you, they're not, even when it comes down to the color of their latest shoes, it's all planned. It is all based off of what people have researched, analyzed, and data they have gathered. They don't just let's just do this because I think it'll be a good idea. That's not what happens. Everything they do is strategic and planned. It's weighed, evaluated, pros and cons, backlash, what can happen there. Those things are all weighed before any decisions are ever made. They would not risk their profit and revenue and sales for a guy protesting in the NFL if they didn't think that it was either a just cause or they were going to benefit from it. And both of those things are legitimate reasons why they took a stance behind Kaepernick. And I also believe that on the other side, those people that are kind of, I believe the term is deflecting. We have a lot of people all of a sudden that are very concerned about the working conditions for a lot of the people that manufacture these shoes of Nike in overseas countries. And for me, it's of course, that shouldn't happen. We shouldn't be exploiting people working for our benefit, for anyone's benefit. However, it says a lot about a person when you can disregard a protest about oppression and discrimination in your own country and deflect it to people across the Atlantic, because you don't want to come to terms with what's going on in your backyard. You don't want to come to terms that there might be actual issues going on. So you would rather deflect and make an excuse for the company and say, well, why it doesn't matter because Nike is a company that is standing behind a guy that's trying to fight oppression when they are using people in that same way. At the same time, we have to look at what the issue is here. And the issue is we have a man in this country that is trying to shed light on an issue, and Nike, being a global company, is supporting that. So rather than deflecting and trying to make their support not justified, I think people should actually maybe begin to realize that if a company is going to risk their name brand for a man, because that's essentially what they're doing, if they're tying him to their name, it becomes he's the face of their brand as of right now. They wouldn't be doing that for no reason. If all of Kaepernick's claims and reasonings were just pulled out from the sky and he just was going on a tangent, they would not be supporting him. There must be a claim or some fact basis for why they chose to use him in that way. And so for those people that don't agree, I think those people really should take some time to think to themselves, why are you angry? Is it because you don't agree with Kaepernick? Do you not agree that there's discrimination and oppression in this country? Or do you not feel that it's that bad? Do you think that he's just making things up and wants to get attention and, possibly and lose his job? Is that, I guess I would want those people to really think to themselves, why are you upset at Nike, at Kaepernick? What is triggering you? Because it's clear that obviously you're a supporter of having safe working conditions and wanting people to have equal rights if you're supporting the workers in overseas conditions. So obviously that's within your means. But for you not to see it in this country, maybe there's a reason why you can't see it here, but you can see it there. So again, this was just kind of a snippet because of everything that's gone on. I figured I might as well kind of give my 2 cents on what I think about this whole situation. I think it's awesome that Nike is using this to take a stance, and I hope more companies endorse what's going on to show that there's a lot of things going on in America right now, but there are people that support Kaepernick and see the issues and want those things to change. So that's all I have to say this week with Harangue with Haley. So I look forward to haranguing with you all next week.